We are going. Welcome, everybody, to the Wednesday episode of Highly Unlikely. My name's Drew. I'm here with Raj.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot, brother. For those who don't know, we do 2 episodes a week. Our Wednesday episode is usually sports-focused and centric. Our Friday episode is a little more newsworthy. And here we go. How you doing? How's your weekend?
Busy as fuck, man.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you get up to?
Nothing fun. Housework at my house, yard work.
Buddy, Dad's got you working like a slave, huh?
Hanging the lights for the old man.
I noticed you got none here.
No, I never do lights, bro.
Why?
Fuck that shit. I don't care about Christmas. I think it's a fucking...
You don't care about
joke.
like Halloween, Christmas? Fucking nothing, do you?
No, not really.
You have a rough childhood?
No, fuck, great childhood. Well, yeah, it was okay. No, but yeah, no, I don't fucking do that shit. Fuck that shit.
You're not festive in any way?
No. You got lights at your place?
I live in an apartment, bro.
Oh, yeah, right.
If I did, I'd have lights up for sure.
Your parents do that shit?
Yeah, they're like lazy though. They never take them down. They stay up all year.
Oh, nice one. Yeah.
Honestly though, that's the way to do it. Like, what kind of schmuck is putting up, like going up onto a ladder twice a year? Like,
Couldn't do it.
Do it once.
I couldn't leave it up all year.
No,
I couldn't do it. I would.
Oh, you couldn't?
Couldn't do it. I would have to take them down.
Turn them off.
No, I'd see them hanging there all year. Would bother the fuck out of me.
You're
bro.
that anal.
Oh, you have no idea how anal I am, bro.
Really?
Oh, you have no idea. Yeah.
Buddy, I gotta stop showering here. That water that I leave in the tub's probably freaking you out.
I'm so like.
Give me an example.
Just like my cleanliness and all that kind of shit. It's
I know
like
that
on another level. Bro.
I know that. Like, I'm a clean person too. I know you dolphin yourself up.
I don't know. You just gotta.
What's something that you do?
Like, you talk to my sister and Carlo, they'll fucking.
I was about to say, what's something that you do that your girl hates that you do, that you're anal about?
Well, this is why I don't put none of it on her, because I know how anal I am.
Yeah.
That I won't get her to do nothing because I'll just redo it. You know what I'm saying?
Like what?
Like, I don't know. I clean my bathrooms twice a week. My tables twice. Everything gets cleaned twice a week. I take 2 or 3 showers a day. I don't know. Everything's gotta be clean, man.
I know.
I'm super
like
anal. I don't know. I just always been like that.
Cleaning your bathroom
and
twice a week.
It's getting worse as I get older, which is weird. You would think I would rein it in more, but it's not. It's like gets worse, bro.
I feel like as you get older, like parts of you, like who you are as a person, just get like not amplified, but I guess amplified is like exaggerated. You know what I mean? Like you just.
This is totally. I get this from my mom 1,000%. She was always like house tip top shape, dinner made.
That's
like,
a good wife right there.
On grind, right? So I definitely got that from my mom 100%. So, but yeah, I'm just like. Yeah, just super anal that way. But that's why I do everything like that, because I know I'm just going to redo whatever. I'm not going to be like an asshole, be like, yo, do it my way. I'll just do it. So.
Yeah, you're not going to be an asshole. You're basically saying, like, yeah, you can't do anything. You're inferior.
And, like, they know I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just how it is, man. So.
You're a freak show. Dude, I haven't cleaned my bathroom in probably a month.
Oh, never happened. Like, I did mine today. Both of them. Do them again on Saturday.
You're a freak, bro.
Fuck, I can't handle that shit, bro. Can't handle it at all.
You got but what's gonna happen from here till Saturday?
Nothing.
Especially this bathroom. Like, I understand your bathroom, but what about
this is my bathroom?
Oh,
like she has her own. This is mine.
Oh,
I'm not sharing no bathroom with no female.
Really?
Number 1 rule, bro. Never share a bathroom with a female. Not doing it. So always, she gets the ensuite, I get the other one. That's the rule.
I'm surprised.
And then my sister had her own bathroom at the old house.
I'm surprised you didn't give yourself the ensuite, to be honest with you.
No, yeah. Own bathroom for sure. So that one's my bathroom.
You can't deal with like the hair clogging up the shower and everything.
Yeah,
that I get too.
Kind of gets to me, bro. The hair on the sink and shit like that.
Dude, the hair on the floors, it's everywhere.
Can't do that shit.
You know what I don't understand?
That's why I'm cleaning the shit all the time, bro. Fuck.
You know what I don't understand? Tell me if your girl does this. Like, girls when they shower, they like hair will fall out, right?
Yeah.
And instead of dealing with it, they throw it up on the wall.
Oh, throwing it on the wall.
Like on purpose. Like it'll be in their hands and they'll just like run it on the wall.
No.
And then just not touch it.
No. Because I clean the showers and I would fucking lose it if I seen that. So that doesn't happen. No.
Fair enough. At least you actually clean, man. Like, trying to get me to clean, it's not going to happen. Now, that being said,
like every day I'm doing something. Like
if I had a
every day
yard,
I'm cleaning something.
Dude, that thing would be mowed like a FIFA turf.
The
With
yard,
all the crisscross patterns, I do that shit all day long, no problem.
I'm actually like here I don't have a lawn, which is cool because I'm always cutting the yard in the summertime, right? All my other places.
Yep.
It's kind of a nice break not to have it. Not gonna lie, but the gardening's a fucking handful.
Would you be out there with like scissors, like perfectly sculpting?
No,
like, with
no,
a level
no.
running it across.
Nah, it ain't really my yard. I'll just make it till it look nice. But like
But if you
it's
owned
like
a house,
pressure washing. I wouldn't pressure wash this house. It's not mine. I could care less.
yeah, but that's a monumental task.
Oh, my old landlords tried to ask me to do it, and I'm like, yo, if I fall off the ladder, what happens?
Yeah,
Like I'm not insured like a real guy that does this is.
yeah,
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Go fuck yourself.
100%.
They're like, oh, we'll knock off some rent. Look, fuck you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That ain't
no,
happening.
that guy.
Yeah,
you guys
so-
can pay for it,
But nice try though. You know.
dude. We had like one landlord, not we, but I lived out here with my buddy Zach, and this guy was an absolute wiener. Like for those listening, never ever rent a place where the landlord lives either nearby or in the same building.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. I think we talked about this already. Did we?
I'm not sure because we rented like a downstairs basement suite. We
I
were
would
like
never.
we were like 20 years old, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And we were just like, fuck it. It was $700 each, brand new, like completely renovated, like really nice place. But the guy who owned the house lived upstairs, and like we actually like hung out with him for a little bit and like shot the shit. We actually like vibed on a lot of stuff. Like, oh, this dude's chill. Like, fuck, we'll invite him down to smoke weed, hang out. It'll be good, right? Dude was like coming to our place when we weren't there. Was was tracking how many times my girlfriend at the time was coming to the house. Like 2 weeks in, my girlfriend's like helping because she was good friends with my buddy who I moved in with.
Yeah.
He was like after the first 2 weeks, she's just helping us get all our stuff moved in, right?
Right.
And the landlord's like, your girlfriend's been over like 7 times, and you're
Holy fuck.
only allowed 14 times in a year, right? And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you're only allowed 14 times in a year. I'm like, since when? He's like, it's in the contract. I'm like, no, it wasn't. He's like, it's a rule. Dude, I became an expert
Holy fuck, dude.
on BC tenancy. I like read the entire thing and we'd have wars with this guy where he'd say something and I'd go upstairs with my computer with the BC Tenancy Act laid out and be like, no, this is how it is.
We had to take one guy to court, the tenancy court.
Yeah, we had to threaten to do it.
We won. It was all good, but like, yeah, landlords are like, I was gonna say they're like shitty to deal with, but like, on the flip side of it, the tenant's got to be a fucking nightmare too for them to deal with, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But like the thing was, like, we paid rent on time. We like said, hey man, like we'll mow your lawn for you. Like he had a couple pets, and we like took care of his pets for him. Like
Yeah.
we were chill, right? That being said, Zach, you brought 2 weed plants into the house to grow them within 2 weeks.
Not boy.
Yeah, he was a wiener, man. Big wiener. But yeah.
How was your weekend? What'd you get up to?
Dude, I had like a roller coaster of a weekend, bro. It went from like really bad to really good to really bad.
Shit.
Yeah, like I know we talked about this a little bit, but like on Friday, I was at work meeting and finished up the meeting, and then I'm like 3 missed calls from my little sister.
Right.
And she like her and I like are really close, and she'll like call me about random stuff here and there. But never like 3 missed calls like that.
Right. Yeah.
So I'll call her. I'm like, hey, what's up? And she's like, me and Jake have been in an accident. And
brutal.
so Jake is my 17-year-old little brother. He went for his N that morning. 2 hours later, he totaled his brand new truck.
Fuck.
Dude, the poor guy was devastated.
No doubt, though. I would be too, for sure.
Man, he's
How are
still
you not, right?
He's still
You know?
not over it. Like, it was,
Yeah, for sure.
It was fucked because like on the phone, like he was tripping more about like hurting Caitlin, right? Which is kind of what you do, right? Like,
for sure.
I've been in accidents before, and it's more like, yo, I could have killed the person I'm with, right?
Yeah.
And he was like distraught over it, right?
Right,
And I'm like,
right,
buddy,
right.
like you're okay, she's okay. At the end of the day, like they went off the road.
Cars are right off. Trucks are right off. Right?
Oh, dude. So like this thing was a 1990 F350 Duramax, like
Just a beast, eh?
dude. The thing was like the previous owner, this was his baby. Like he was the first owner, dry stored it its entire life. This truck was beautiful, immaculate. Like the only reason the guy was selling it was because his wife got pregnant with another kid. And he's like, if your son ever sells this, please call me, right? This truck, beautiful. Totals it within an hour. The front end, though, it's like F350 is a big truck.
Yeah.
So, like, if the front end was supposed to be where you are, like, the whole entire bumper was caved in like this much.
Fuck.
If they were in a car, they'd be dead. So,
he has a story to tell for the rest of his life.
yeah, man.
You know, he'll get over it. We know this.
Yeah.
You and I both know it. He probably can't see that
Oh, right now it's the end of the world.
Yeah, I get it, for sure. Us wise men will tell him, hey, you will definitely get over it.
I fucked a couple cars up myself.
Oh, bro. So, oh man, so have I. I fucked a few up, man. So parents too. Like, yeah, man. We all been there, you know. It's like a life lesson, man. It really is.
It's an expensive life lesson.
It is. It's unfortunate that it had to be a costly one.
Yeah.
But yo, sometimes life lessons for people too are when they get in accidents and die.
100%, man.
So,
or he could have hurt his sister because they both
right?
Both had concussions. Keelan had some bruised ribs, but that's it.
So yeah, expensive lesson, but yo, at least you can still tell the story,
dude. And I don't know what it is, but my family's got some like bad luck with this shit. Like my little
car accidents.
Oh yeah, like the first day I got my car, I rear-ended a pastor, Maple Ridge Baptist. I smoked the rear end of him. And I wasn't even being stupid. I just like was looking to the right at some homeless dude, and it was like a left turn lane, and he had just quickly popped over, and I didn't see him.
Of course, homeless guy in Ridge that you're checking out.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And smoked him literally within like 5 hours of getting my end.
Bro.
My brother Devin, his brand new Jeep, he took it off-roading and like went through a mud puddle, but it was way deeper than he thought. So like 5 gallons of water up the air intake, so torched. Dude, the most wild thing I ever seen. We pulled like the top end of the block off, right? So all the pistons were exposed.
Yeah.
Turned it over. This thing shot water.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, it was wild.
Wow, that's pretty trippy, dude.
So that's 2 on the first go, and now Jake broke the record for all of us. Oh, this is the other thing. My little brother Cole, who's 21, he didn't rear end. He crashed a car, totaled it 2 years ago.
Okay.
We've got some like bad juju or something.
Maybe once you get the license, just do a couple dry runs. You know what I'm saying? You don't get the real car, you get like the little mini version.
Yeah.
The kids drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Putty, one of the little pink like
yeah,
Porsches.
do that for
the
2 weeks, and then we'll talk about giving you the
no
keys.
shit.
Oh, no, that's shitty, man. Like, yeah, yo, I've crashed in multiple vehicles. Then finally I learned my lesson. So
the one thing we got lucky with though is like normally if like you crash a car, there's other people involved, the cops come,
right?
Like it can fuck his insurance,
right?
So we called BCA. We got my sister out of there, and then called BCA. Tow truck driver came. Hilarious. His name was like Carlos or something, like Mexican, right? Like greaseball, dirt stash, fat, like full accent, and everything. What's going on, man?
Just the wettest back.
100%. He pulls up. He's like, "We get you out here before the cops come, right?"
Yeah, that's what you want to hear, though.
Straight up, dude. So I was joking with my stepdad. I'm like, "Big step up from the lawnmower." Hey there, Carlos. He's driving full truck.
Fucking right, man.
But yeah, he got it out of there. So no cops, no nothing. Just truck gone. So all that money's gone. But kid lucked out.
Now, does he get any money for the vehicle?
Well, this is the thing: is he could take out a claim, but then it fucks his insurance.
Oh yeah, and with a new driver, holy fuck, dude! Just you got to eat it. You have to eat it.
Exactly. $12K down the drain.
The girl that we work with has got her insurance done, right? She's got the N. $5K.
I know. How old is she?
Don't know, to be honest.
Do you know what the story is with the N?
Like why she has it for? Like why it took her so long? Like,
yeah, she's like mid to late 30s with a kid, and she drives around with an N.
Yeah, something like that.
So
yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, mid 30s with an N. Yeah. 100%.
What's the story?
I don't know the story.
I want to know the story.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know. I never even asked her. It's just like I know some people that don't drive, which is fucked to me.
I've got a friend who does that.
I could never be that person.
Nope.
Never.
Especially out here, like you need a car. But our friend, I'm assuming because she has a very extensive history of driving under the influence, so I'm assuming that's what it was.
No, she's actually really good with driving under the influence. She always calls a cab. Yeah.
Bro, like 4 days ago.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Right, got me on that one. But I will, yeah, okay. But here's the thing. I'm not perfect either, bro.
I'm not saying that.
You know what I'm saying? But usually she's pretty good. Like, even a couple of drinks, she'll call a cab. And I'm just like, just drive.
Dude, that's not what...
She'll be like, no.
See, that's not... I haven't seen that at all.
Oh, I have.
Okay,
so
fair enough.
That day, though, yeah, I guess no choice. She had no choice.
Oh, I know.
You have to get the car here unless you want me to drive all the way there.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah.
But
that was a good call to get early in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta drive me.
We'll move on from that, though. But yeah, after that happened, they ended up okay. And then the rest of the weekend, I went to jiu-jitsu for the first time since March.
Right.
And so super fired up. Haven't been in 8 months. Dude, I got absolutely manhandled.
And that was the last workout probably because it got shut down or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go, get manhandled, but it was wicked. And then the next day, okay, it's shut down again.
I see Bonnie Henry today. She had a big news thing. I didn't listen to it, but she was on TV for a long ass time, man.
There was no actual like changes or updates. It was just like just giving out new numbers.
Oh, this shit's going up anyways in Christmas. We all know this.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I don't know how the government can expect people to actually like not have like people over. There's no way that's gonna happen.
Especially when these guys are getting busted for having their own fucking dinners.
100%.
Gavin Newsom, California governor, they have some of the strictest lockdowns. This motherfucker gets busted at a fucking huge ass dinner party, and I'm talking like maybe 15 to 20 people indoor. He tried to say it was outdoor. Motherfucker got caught lying because someone leaked the pics.
Yeah,
it was like 2 doors going outdoors. Shit wasn't outdoors.
Yeah,
though.
No shit.
So, but like here, I get it. Everyone's feeling this, but you can't be upset when people aren't taking your advice when you won't even take your advice. Yeah, and he's not the 100%. Only one. There's been multiple other people busted. I just read one today. Some guy flew. I can't remember what state he's from, but anyways, yeah, I get it. Everyone's like fucking cabin fever and shit.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's losing their minds.
Like in the States, they were saying for the Thanksgiving, let's not travel, and they've had 5 million people go through the airports.
Yeah,
the most since this entire COVID's happened.
You're not gonna like hold people back.
People don't care anymore. That's what it is.
Especially when it comes between like the holiday season, for a lot of people is like the only time you actually get to see your family and enjoy yourself. Because a lot of people like are on that grind, right? Or working 2 jobs, barely making it by, or whatever it is. Like, how are you gonna tell people to stay home for the holidays?
So, they've made it law here, masks indoor, right, everywhere, right?
Yeah.
For here, for British Columbia, it's a $230 fine if you don't comply or whatever. So, go to the hospital super early this morning. I got a Toronto Raptors mask, right? It's cloth. Yeah. Go in, whatever, hassle, whatever. Drop the old man off, and then I come back there later, put the same mask on, and as soon as I walk in, brown guy there. Right away, I'm just like, fuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, so how you doing? And I get it because you're not allowed to be there. Only like essential people that are having shit done, really, right?
Yep.
Picking up my dad from day surgery, so obviously I'm allowed to go pick him up and whatever. Right?
Is he like,
so,
yo?
And he's just like, so how's it going? And I'm just like, oh, it's going all right. He's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, tell him I gotta go pick up my own man. He's like, you can't wear that mask. You have to wear a surgical, the blue one, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. There's another lady there that's like handing out masks with like tongs.
Yep. Salad tongs.
So, literally, yeah. So I'm like, oh, I didn't know I was here earlier.
Yeah.
No one said nothing, right? He's like, well, somebody wasn't doing their job. I'm just like, okay, dude, like, the fucking mask, please. And I'm for masks.
Yeah.
Okay. But like, bro, take it down
Calm it
fucking
down.
notch. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like saying, well, where the fuck were you when I was here this morning?
Yeah,
Somebody
no shit.
not doing the job. Where the fuck were you then, dude? You know what I mean? But it's just like, I get it. And this is the thing. He has a job to do. I get this. He's doing this because they're asking him to do this.
Dude, that's what I feel the most bad about.
People that got to take this shit at the grocery stores from fucking stupid customers.
Yeah, man.
Like, yo, these guys are just doing their goddamn job. They just want a paycheck like everybody else.
There's a buddy at my gym.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take it out on them. And, like, real talk, if you don't want to wear a mask, cool. Like, I'm not against you not wearing one. But you can't expect to go places and expect to flaunt your not wearing a mask when that's the rule.
100%.
Like, that's the problem I got. You don't want to wear a mask, do that shit in your own time, do it outside, do whatever. But when you're in other people's establishments and the rule is to wear a mask or get the fuck out of there.
It's like anything, right? Like, if you're allowed to put yourself at risk, but you're not allowed to put others at risk just because you don't feel like it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be considerate of other people.
Like, okay, have we not for no shirt, no shoes, no service? You know that sign?
Yeah.
Everyone follows that, no problem, bro. But this mask thing, everyone's got to have a fucking, not everyone, most people got to have a fucking problem with it. Like, you want to use the store, wear the mask. Or don't go in the fucking store.
Yeah.
Simple. You know,
I feel bad for
it's
this.
not that hard, man.
I feel bad for this kid at my gym because we we have to wear masks the entire time in the gym, except when you're on a machine. So you can when you're on a machine or using weights in your one spot, you can take your mask off and then put your mask back on once you are done, right? This poor kid, and he's minimum wage, obviously, right? Just works there. And he has to go around and tell these dudes, "Hey man, put your mask on." And this and guys are giving it to him, and you're like, "Bro,
yo,
this kid wants to tell you that, man? Not a chance."
That's what it gets me. You guys are so fucking stupid. You're reaming out people. The guy's just there to collect the check like everyone else at their job.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? This guy didn't make the rules, you dumb fuck.
Exactly.
But people are so fucking stupid.
All right, let's get.
I think it's gonna get worse and worse, bro.
I think so too. But let's get off this because this is depressing. Sports for the week.
Yes, sir.
NBA free agency opened up,
and
it was a little wild, to be honest with you. There were some moves that happened that I was not expecting whatsoever.
Yeah, same.
Obviously the big winners from it are the LA Lakers.
Oh, far and away, nobody comes close.
Dude, I thought before the free agency, they were the favorites to repeat, and they would have been my pick to repeat. Now I think it's almost not guaranteed, but how can you not pick the Lakers to repeat?
Well, I hate saying guaranteed too, but here's the thing: Denver got way worse.
Good.
Clippers did nothing. They signed Ibaka. Okay, cool. But compared to all the moves that LA made, you didn't do nothing.
LA picked up Montrezl Harrell, Dennis Schroeder, are the two.
Wes Matthews re-signed Dudley. Then
who do they still have? They still have, and they re-signed KCP.
Yeah, $40 million.
Yep.
Kuzma's now the 10th or 11th guy now, which is.
So right now the starting lineup is Braun, AD, Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell.
No, I think Harrell's going to come off the bench.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
What? Because AD hates playing the 5, so why not play him at the 4?
I don't. Well, they got Gasol too, actually. Lakers got Gasol too, so Gasol could play the 5. Gasol's going to play the 5.
But Trez will play the 5 too. That's what I mean. So AD being playing 4. You don't think so?
No, I think we seen how bad in the playoffs. When we went over the metrics there with Zubac and Trez got whooped, right, every time he was on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the thing though. Now you have AD and Gasol playing behind you, who Trez doesn't have to be the defensive guy now,
dude.
So he doesn't have to be that guy. He's got
how are you going to get
lost
into the
a lot of money in this?
Oh, for sure he did.
In the bubble, he should have been signing one of these $60+ million deals.
Yep.
And he's also a clutch client, so that has something to do with it too. Let's not get that twisted. But you play 2 years with LeBron, pad your stats, and then you go get paid. That's 100%. What's going to happen. Yep. Or maybe I think it's a 1-and-1. I don't even know if it's a 2-year deal. So if it's a 1-and-1, he might even go on after 1 year. But I'm not huge on him, to be honest. But like I said, in the LA system, because he doesn't have to be that guy,
I think he's gonna do unreal.
He's gonna be really good. Oh yeah, he's gonna be crazy. That energy that he brings.
Yeah.
The second year is a player option.
Okay.
So,
how are teams gonna get anywhere near the rim with AD and Gasol down low? That is so gross.
And yeah, Harrell and Schroeder were also 2-year running 6 men of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. You didn't think that they could get that much better. They got rid of Danny Green.
Brick City.
Yeah, even defensively, he was a shell of himself.
Yep.
And so they signed Matthews for only 3.6. You were paying Danny Green $15.4 million.
Mm-hmm.
Matthews is going to probably he shoots 38% from 3, and he's a better defender.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can't believe Pelinka did such a good job.
I'm really
real talk.
He's
executive of the year next year already.
He has to be
real. You know what I mean? I don't understand where everybody else's head was at. I don't know because if it's the COVID thing or the salary cap, but I don't know. It was Lakers just ran over everybody, bro.
I think.
But everyone also wants to play for the champs too.
That, and I also think the one team to me that was really surprising was Denver, because the Clips kind of got exposed last year, with PG playing like shite. And so for me, the number 2 team in the West is Denver. That was kind of my clear-cut number 2.
I don't know anymore.
But there's the thing is they let Jeremy Grant go.
Huge.
Which is huge. He played so well in the bubble. And then they lost somebody else too who was
Torrey
key.
Craig they lost.
Yeah. So like, and Denver didn't do anything about it. They didn't make any trades.
They lost Plumlee too, I think.
So like every single contender in the West got worse. The only team that really got
Portland
better,
did pretty good.
But like I don't consider Portland like.
I think Portland's going to be a top four player.
But I don't
top
think
4 in the West.
I still think they get smoked by the Lakers in a series.
Well, everyone's going to probably get smoked by.
But that's what I
Lakers
mean.
in the series,
For me, the only team that could have competed if they had made some sort of move was Denver, just with depth. I still think the Lakers are the top team, but Denver, if they had made some sort of move, I think could have been like challenged for that at least.
Yeah, I don't think Denver's going to be that good at all, to be honest.
No.
Like, they'll be okay, but losing Grant,
it's huge, man.
Most versatile defender. You don't know what you're getting with Bol. Porter, you're getting no defense. So I don't know. Yeah, I thought they would.
I thought they shit the bed completely.
I don't know.
I think the West is now like a clear cut. Like it's over. Like LeBron's coming out of the West, and there's not a team that can hold up.
Pretty much, yeah.
Which is annoying.
I mean, Clippers will do well in the regular season. But okay, well, what about the East now?
Bucks got
that
better.
Bogdanovich trade never went through.
No.
Which is huge. I think he ended up signing with Atlanta 4 years, $72 million.
That Atlanta team is like low key good.
No defense.
Yes, it's not a contender, but like compared to what they were last year,
they'll be fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna have to score like 130 a night to win. They signed Gallinari, who is outstanding the last few years.
Yep.
But again, one of the worst defenders in the league. Trae Young is the worst defender in the league. They got Rondo. I don't know. They're gonna be hurting for a while
for sure.
Whatever.
But they definitely improved.
And they got Bogdanovich who can shoot the light. Him and Gallinari and Trae Young, talk about shooters.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
but no D.
No, but there'll be so much. It'll be like the Mavericks this year, just all offense. But they'll actually like they'll be able to make the playoffs no problem next year. I think. You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Because obviously, like the Bucks are gonna run it. Miami got slightly better.
Brooklyn is going to be up there.
Brooklyn. So those are your top 3 teams. Then the Celtics just kind of stayed put.
Indiana.
5.
Philadelphia.
6.
I gotta think off the top of my head, but I'm gonna say no. They don't make the playoffs.
6. See, I think that 7-8 spot's wide open in the East. I think the Hawks slide right in there.
Put a 20 on it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Put it in the phone.
Yo, okay. We can talk about it after.
What's up?
It'd be completely switching gears. Let's finish up NBA. What other moves did you like that you seen?
De'Aaron Fox signed a max, along with Tatum and Mitchell. They all signed max deals.
What do you think about De'Aaron Fox?
I love him. I think he's fucking sick. He's only 22 years old. And like real talk, the Kings have no choice but to sign him.
That's for me. Like I think
but he's worth it.
See, this is the thing. He's overrated, in my opinion.
In which way?
I think he's just overrated. I think he gets. This is the thing: is if you look at who else is signing a max contract, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell. I don't think he's at that level. But if you're the Kings, you have to give him that contract. You don't have an option.
That's the market. It's not
exactly.
It's not dependent on how good the player is. So okay,
you know what I mean, right?
Leaning on that, here's a stat here. So, sorry, let me just find it here. It's fucked up. The 10 highest paid free agents so far this year: Bertans, Harris, Morris, Grant, Gallinari, Beasley, Clarkson, Wood, Plumlee, and Hood have contracts that pay them a grand total of $543 million. Combined, 0 All-Star appearances.
That's wild.
So it don't matter. It's the market.
It's just the price of the league, right?
So, and De'Aaron Fox is going to be worth the money, guaranteed. In my opinion.
Yeah, I haven't. It's just one of those things where like you see what that money gets in terms of other players, but it's just how much you have to pay. If I'm the organization, I'm not loving him signing that contract. You know what I mean?
I love it. You want to talk about waste of money? Gordon Hayward, 4 year, $120 million.
Yeah, I don't know what MJ's doing.
Well, I know what he's doing. He's the worst GM ever. That's what he's doing. Let's not get it twisted. You sign Rozier, Batum, and Zeller to $232 million worth of contracts, and you trade SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
How much do you think it eats him up that he's terrible at that job?
Oh, he's horrible. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's probably I'm not exaggerating when I say he's the worst GM in the league.
No, 100%. I literally I think it eats him up inside. Because there's no way that man.
I don't know if it does. I think his ego just fucking feeds him, bro.
Well, I know, but how competitive he is, and that's exactly it. His ego must be getting crushed because he is consistently the worst GM in the NBA.
I think his ego's oh, don't worry, I'll be able to get myself out of it. That's how I think he thinks.
But you're how many years into it, and you still haven't gotten yourself out of it?
And if you remember, back in 2014, he offered Hayward a contract, and Utah matched him. So he's been liking Hayward for a long time.
Hayward was different back then, though. That contract I understand. But this, I have no clue.
Well, as soon as Hayward opted out of $34 million, you knew he had a huge deal on the table. Yep. I thought it might be the Knicks, though. Didn't think it was going to be Charlotte. I actually thought Westbrook was going to end up on the Charlotte Hornets just because he's a Jordan client.
I heard that too.
Jordan fucking makes stupid moves, a la Gordon Hayward.
Yep.
So I thought for sure his stupidity and Westbrook would line up, but
also low-key, if you're Charlotte and bringing in Russell Westbrook is a better move as an organization, not to win, but to sell tickets. Westbrook will sell tickets. Gordon Hayward won't sell tickets.
Well, you know why they didn't bring him in, I think. Can sell tickets. LaMelo Ball, that's who he got drafted by, right? So,
yeah.
That's why probably they didn't bring him in. So LaMelo will hopefully sell tickets.
Just so they don't clash heads?
Yeah, they probably want LaMelo to grow. Russell's going to play all the minutes. I don't think LaMelo should get starting minutes. From what I'm hearing, though, he's going to probably be thrown right into the fire.
Dude, he's got a really weird shooting motion.
It's not weird. It's downright fucking horrible.
It's
awful.
Especially his 3 release, it comes off his elbow's so flared up. It's literally it's so whack.
Brutal. They're going to have to totally redo it. Similar to Lonzo. They have to fix his shot. But LaMelo's outstanding passer.
Yep. But low-key, I in my opinion, sorry to interrupt you, I thought this was the worst draft, talent-wise, in a long time.
Oh, it was probably the second worst draft in my lifetime. There were some good guys, but you have to really know. You gotta really know basketball to find the good players. You know what I'm saying? If you don't follow basketball, you're not gonna know who the good players or the good talent, some of the good talent in the draft. The top 3, everyone was talking about: Edwards, Wiseman, and Ball. But there are some guys in here that I think are gonna be okay.
Surprisingly, I like who the Knicks picked up, Toppy.
Yeah.
He's actually nasty.
Obi Toppin.
Yeah,
he's gonna be really good.
He's gonna be good.
He's like a Blake Griffin kind of guy.
Yeah.
The Bulls got Patrick Williams at 4. Pistons, Killian Hayes at 7. He's going to be good. And a lot of these guys are international guys, too. Halliburton from the Kings, I think, is going to be really good. Celtics got probably the best shooter in the draft, Aaron Nesmith.
I hadn't even heard of some of those guys.
Bucks got R.J. Hampton, see what happens to him. And second round, Tyrell Terry to the Mavericks, I really like. So there are some guys here that we'll see what happens. But that for franchise altering talent, nah, it wasn't really here.
There's no one who's gonna come into the league and make a massive impact on a team. They'll be good players, but there's no one who's this person's gonna be great. It's gonna be a star. This is all-star in his future. You know what I mean?
Well, even Anthony Edwards, the first guy drafted.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like he loves football more, and he even
straight up said
he's I'd leave tomorrow.
Dude, and that's your number 1 pick?
So it's just first of all, how crazy of a fucking athlete are you, first of all?
Mm-hmm.
When you can go number 1 in the NBA and be I'd leave it for the NFL. Crazy. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Talent-wise, it wasn't the greatest probably, but some of these guys would be good. Wiseman, I thought, let's talk about with Clay being out, didn't really know what the Warriors. I think that was the same day, was it not?
It was
the same day of the draft. It's the same day Clay tore his shit up.
Yeah, I think so. That's so crummy. Clay's one of my favorite people in the league.
It is.
He's
It is
such a
super
good
shitty.
dude.
Like, talk about bad luck, man.
Yeah, man.
So he's gonna miss the entire 2021 season.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a pickup game at an LA gym with, I believe, some fellow NBA players.
Usually is.
And yeah,
Just blew his shit up.
it's the opposite leg. So I guess at least that he had surgery today. Actually, I think
That's usually how it goes with injuries, though. Like
overcompensating.
exactly on the opposite leg.
So yeah, man, it's super bummer. I thought they were gonna do pretty good this year, but I guess he'll be sitting down. I guess Kelly Oubre's coming now to fill his spot. And he's actually not a bad player.
Dude, I like Oubre.
Because I think he averaged around 18 last year.
You think about like the if Clay was healthy, the Warriors rotation, like you have Steph, Clay, Draymond, who are obviously the core, but then you got Wiggins, Oubre, and Wiseman. Like that's nasty, dude.
And Steve Kerr is gonna get the most out of Wiggins and Oubre.
Mm-hmm.
So probably more so than any other coach, guaranteed. But yeah, it's shitty for Clay.
Is what it is.
It's gonna test his resolve, I guess, right?
Yeah. Other big move was obviously Chris Paul to the Suns. Did we talk about that last week?
Yeah.
Okay, we did.
That just broke right before our last week's pod there. Yeah.
Was there any other? Because Harden, obviously, nothing has happened with the Nets, which is what we talked about.
Let me just find it here.
I'm trying to think off the top of my dome.
Yeah, there was a lot.
But that was like the biggest one was L.A. Chris and Harden potentially leaving.
Dragic re-signed with the Heat. That's really a 1-year deal. They gave him huge money, $37 million. Jordan Clarkson got 4 years, $52 million from the Jazz. We talked about Grant. Marcus Morris got 4 years, $64 million from the Clippers, which I'm not a huge fan of him. Nope. Joe Harris was a huge re-signed by the Nets.
Joe is hilarious.
He got $75 million.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles is Joe Harris. So funny, dude.
One of the best shooters in the NBA. You could probably say
he's up there.
Davis Bertans. Don't know why the Wizards gave him $80 million.
They've got
can't defend. You gave him $60 million a year. I wouldn't have done it. He's an excellent shooter. Don't get me wrong. But that's like a desperation move, I guess. Right?
Well, that's the Wizards for you, right? There wasn't any other big moves though. It was just more just re-signings, right?
Yeah, Howard signed with 76ers.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that thing? So apparently, okay, did you see he sent out that tweet?
Yo, this is funny.
I'm gonna run it back, pretty much, right?
No, he was like,
something in gold.
I'm staying in LA. The purple and gold's my home. I love you guys. Deletes the tweet. Signs a deal with the 76ers.
Within minutes.
So funny.
But I heard that he did an about face because he found out they signed Trez. So he's like, he wants a bigger role. He wants to play.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, fuck this.
But still, hilarious.
Yeah, oh, totally. That's like the most Dwight thing ever, right? You know what I mean? Van Fleet signed 4 years, 85. That's huge for me.
Yep.
Tristan Thompson, 2 year, $19 million in Celtics. Probably the best offensive rebounder in my opinion. And
he got picked up by the Celtics?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
They signed him for
That's
2
good
years.
For him.
So, I guess Clay is the only guy from that draft year, now that Thompson's moved from Cleveland to Boston, to still be on that same team.
Really?
So,
that was a sneaky good draft year, too.
And shout out to Daryl Morey being able to trade Al Horford's
contract.
Unbelievable. What he's done already in Philly has been crazy. I think, low-key, I think that guy's my favorite GM. And
he's not
apparently
moves.
He was offered an NFL GM job and turned it down.
I wonder why.
So, well, I guess he wants to run the Sixers. I know he's trying to get James Harden for Ben Simmons. That's what the rumor is.
That's what he's trying to do?
Yeah. Like, real talk, if I'm Houston...
Play that out.
I would rather Ben Simmons and Karis LeVert and whatever else you're going to give me, Dinwiddie and Jared Allen and whatever. I'd rather Ben Simmons, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, but...
Even with Russell Westbrook?
Houston ain't going to do that to Daryl. Daryl just left him. And you're going to give him James Harden? No, that's not happening. There's no way a team would do that. I can't see a team ever fucking doing that. Like, one of the best GMs just left, and I'm going to give you my best player? No way.
I wonder...
But, like, I wouldn't want Karis LeVert. Like, this is James Harden. Like, we're talking top 5 player in the league. And like real talk, fuck, I think him and Joel Embiid would be so good together. Because like, okay, well, actually, I wouldn't mind seeing now that they got Seth Curry, right?
Mm-hmm. Have a shooter.
So
Tobias can play
Seth
more
Curry
off the ball too.
Is a better JJ Redick, and when they play with JJ Redick, they actually were a really good team.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can replicate that with Doc as the head coach, I can't believe I'm saying this. This shit might work this year. I said that last year. I keep getting sucked in.
Yeah, but Joel can play off the ball. Tobias Harris can play off the ball. You have Seth Curry. Like, the team would be good, man. The team would be really good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think
I'd also like to see.
They can be really good this year.
I guess I was thinking that. I was thinking in my head for some second that D'Antoni went to the 76ers too. I was like, I'd love to see what D'Antoni would do with Joel Embiid, but that's not happening.
Mike D'Antoni?
Yeah.
He's with Steve Nash.
Yeah, in Brooklyn.
2-time fucking coach of the year is assistant coach. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and good on Steve Nash. You got to surround yourself. If you're a new guy, you want to surround yourself with people that are going to be able to help you and tell you what to do. And Jacques Vaughn and Mike D'Antoni are going to be fucking excellent.
But
for
Steve
him,
Nash has like him and D'Antoni scheming together. Like that offense is going to be crazy.
Oh, for sure. It's going to be D'Antoni's offense for 100%. So, they're going to be a super fun team to watch.
Yes, sir. You want to move on from the NBA?
Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's talk football.
Sure.
I guess since we were on the topic of injuries, really shitty injury happened over the weekend. Joe Burrow went out.
Yeah.
Blew his ACL and MCL.
It was more than that.
How is there more than that? There's nothing more in the
PCL and meniscus too, bro.
Holy shit.
So it's super bad. It's like in the beginning they thought it was just ACL. And then it came back
MCL.
PCL. It's really bad, dude. It's not something you want to see. Poor guy. Here's the thing, though. So, sorry, yeah. Left ACL, MCL, PCL, meniscus.
He shattered his knee.
I'm not 100% he comes back. I'm not 100% sure he comes back next year, to be honest.
I don't think
Everyone
so either.
says that he is, but, like, I don't know, man. And, like, here's the thing that fucking... We watched this play out all year. All year we watched this play out. This guy's getting fucking murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't want to say, like, an injury where, like, this was going to happen, but, like, what do you think was going to happen? And the way they read, like, spread offense, no backs, like, you're hanging him out to dry.
Yep. That O-line is terrible.
Your next draft, you better be drafting all O-linemen.
That's the
Every
first thing I
single
thought.
fucking pick, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
straight up.
This is the guy you're going to have for 15 to 20 years. And this is how you're going to do him? Like, I know this is all you have now. Whatever you have now, you got to work with, whatever. Okay. But, like, you can't put better schemes up as a coaching staff. Like,
yeah.
Fucking max protect. Like, I'm not a fucking coach, but, like, they're not doing a good job. I'll tell you that much. You know, I watch football long enough when I know you're not doing a good fucking job.
But, like, a lot of the Bengals games that I did watch, it wasn't even like
this guy was getting murdered all year.
The O-line was getting beat one-on-one everywhere. Like, nobody was winning their matchup. He was constantly under pressure. He constantly had to roll out or like run bootlegs like on himself. You know what I mean? Like, he was constantly flush. He was always pressured. He was always hit. Like, it wasn't even like a necessarily a coaching thing. It was straight up like the O-line players we have aren't good.
And even if you don't have good guys, your job as a coaching staff is to work around it and fix it. And they're not doing it. So.
Don't run shotgun. Have a back.
And, like, I love the tweet that he sent out. Thanks for all the love. Can't get rid of me that easy. See you next year. Yeah, but, like, that was before we knew how bad it was. So, through 10 games, he's thrown for 2,688 yards with 13 touchdowns, 5 picks. And here's the fucked up thing. This is the list of players coming back from torn ACLs. Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley, Odell Beckham, Nick Bosa, Tariq Cohen, Devin Bush, Cortland Sutton, Taylor Lewin, and Bruce Irvin. That's fucked up, bro.
Knees have been popping this year. You know what's wild to me? How, like, 5 years ago, you like, a blown ACL was potentially your career.
Not potentially, it was.
You know what I mean?
It was.
No one came back from ACLs, and now it's just Joe Burrow obliterates his knee, and oh yeah, he'll be back next season. Like, if you're the Bengals, like, the one thing though is we're only halfway through this season, so he'd have a full year and a half to rehab.
Oh, he'll be. I think he comes back just fine.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
With the doctors now, that shit's like that surgery is like. I know it sounds like a lot, and it is, but like with the medical teams that they have now, he'll be back fine. I'm not worried about him not coming back. I just think it's going to be longer than they're saying. That's all.
And you better believe, like, they're at the top of the most experimental stuff, so they're ramming stem cells up there. Like,
well, yeah, they've got whatever they can for sure. I just felt bad for him. The look on his face when he's getting carted off. It's just like. Side note: did you see fucking Chase Young pop him at the 1 yard line and he fumbled? Did you see that shit? Old former teammates. So no. it was kind of good to see. And even Chase Young coming over to the cart after it happened, it was just like, back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be what Finley's our backup. Good luck. Fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough go.
It is. Someone who's gonna be tied with Joe Burrow for the rest of his career, Justin Herbert.
Yep.
Just because obviously drafted the same draft. This is how it goes. Can't understate the season he's having. He's fucking phenomenal. He had 366 yards this past weekend, 3 touchdowns, no picks. So he's on pace for 4,500 yards, 42 total TDs, and 10 picks. And this is behind the offensive line that's allowed the most hurries per game and the 4th highest pressure rate.
Yeah, he's wild.
He's ridiculous. So he'll on track to beat Luck's yards record, Baker's touchdown record, Dak Prescott's completion percentage record.
Baker has the touchdown record?
27 for a rookie, yeah. And he played good that rookie year. And he's already broken the rookie record for number of games with 3+ touchdowns with 5. So
that blows my mind that Baker has that record.
Yeah.
I thought Mahomes had the record.
No, not for rookies.
Was it his second year?
Because Mahomes came in on week 17 his first year.
Oh.
Or whatever that was. I think if I remember correctly, he fucking brought him back on a game-winning drive. But I think it was like week 17 his first year.
Okay. Because his first full year, he threw for 5,000, right?
Full year, but that was his second year.
See, that's some bullshit, bro.
Yeah, 50 touchdowns.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah. Another rookie we got to shout out here, Chase Claypool, 10 touchdowns in first 10 games.
Yeah, boy.
Tied for the second most by any player in NFL history, so that's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Keep doing your thing. That guy's a fucking beast, bro.
Yeah, he's sick. When speaking of Pittsburgh, when do you think they're gonna lose? Sorry, this is what I want to say.
Oh, they're gonna lose soon.
Do you think
their schedule is brutal now?
Do you think the Jets get their first win or the Steelers get their first loss first?
Oh, Steelers first loss because I was like, I'm like, what the fuck are the Jets doing? I called it, like, I swear, week 5, Adam Gase has to be fired, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And they're like, keeping him on. And I fucking figured out why.
Why?
They don't want to win. They want Trevor Lawrence. If they get another coach in there, they might win games.
That's what they're thinking?
Trevor Lawrence is gone. They're like, let's keep Gase. This motherfucker's so stupid. We're going to lose every game. We'll get Trevor. Gase is gone. That's what I think is going to happen. Because why would you not bring another coach in?
Yeah.
Like a long time ago.
Because the players are like straight up, like have voiced concerns about how they're not happy with the situation. They're not happy with the coaching staff.
Oh, how could you be? You're 0 and what is it now? 10?
It's embarrassing.
Whatever the fuck they are. Speaking, can we stick on embarrassing here? I gotta fucking drain my sorrows here. Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going a different direction.
We want to talk god awful here. So Eagles lost to the Browns, obviously 22-17.
Why is that embarrassing for you?
And I tell you, I always stick out for this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's just trying to be a hero. Whatever.
So, way too reckless with the ball.
He is. He threw a brutal pick six to Taki. Love that name.
Mm-hmm.
Threw another one near the goal line. So this year, he is your league leader, but not in a good way.
Turnover, interceptions,
14
fumbles.
picks, 40 sacks, and 10 fumbles.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's how you do that, Carson. And here's the thing. He ain't going nowhere. Because
his contract is immovable.
Next year, to keep him is $35 million. To get rid of him is $60 million in dead cap money.
That's wild.
That's why you're not seeing Jalen Hurts come in.
Yeah.
So, but again, I wouldn't put Hurts in either because if he fails, what do you do?
Yeah.
You're setting your franchise up for fucking hurt. You can't bring her. Yo, they have no players, no wide receivers, and this is the thing I'm really holding out on. I want them to get all their players back, and then I'll make an evaluation on Wentz. But like, I drank the Kool-Aid on him, so I'm going down with this shit, obviously. Did. But here's the thing: the most fucked up thing here, Eagles are first in the division, 3-6-1. Everybody in that division, 3 wins.
I saw a stat.
So weak.
Where it was like the Eagles could win the division, going 4-13.
It's so sad, bro. So I think in the NFC, you want to be the number 5 seed to face them, right? The NFC, is that how that works? I can't remember. I think that's what it is. If you finish with the 5th seed, you have to pay the winner of the NFC East.
Yeah.
So, shoot for that 5th seed.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Fucking right. So yeah, I don't know. We had the Seahawks came back and won on the Thursday game. They looked a lot better. Running game, obviously, that's what you get when you get a running game.
Mm-hmm. Russell Wilson actually got help this time.
Yeah, he didn't have the greatest game, but you could tell he was being very cautious. Obviously, what was that? 10 turnovers.
But he's been looking like Carson the last couple of games.
Yeah, real talk. DK Metcalf, low key might be becoming my favorite wide receiver.
You think so?
Jalen Ramsey shut him down. All credit to Jalen Ramsey. That guy's fucking so sick.
Yes, I can't get behind the green haircut though.
Oh, it's so bad. I
can't
know.
do it,
Cotton
dude.
candy.
I can't do it.
Brutal. But yeah. And they actually got pressure on Murray, which was completely different from their match. Like, what was that? 3 weeks ago? Whenever they had like 1,000 yards of total offense between the two of them.
It was something ridiculous.
So they actually had 3 sacks, 7 QB hits after not even touching Murray. So Dunlap ended the game on that sack. So if they can get some pressure on the quarterback, it could be a completely different team going forward. They got the easiest strength of schedule too going forward. So their record is going to look real good, but we'll actually see how good they are.
Who are they playing?
This week they're coming up. They're playing the aforementioned Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, they're playing the NFC East here.
They got the easiest schedule.
Oh, dude, this is wild. Okay, next 4 games: Eagles, Giants, Jets, Washington.
There you go.
Win.
So you can't really evaluate on that because, like,
no,
you're playing all garbage teams. So
low key, dude, I think the Giants are gonna win the division.
If I have to put money on it, I would say that too, bro.
Although our schedule's not looking very good, to be really honest with you. We're playing the Bengals, which is a win. Then the Seahawks lost, Cardinals lost, Browns lost, Ravens lost, then Cowboys last win.
Ravens, I think you guys could win.
Really?
Did you see Lamar this weekend?
Yeah, I know, but still, it's the New York Giants.
Yeah, no, you guys got a solid defense though.
You think we can beat the Baltimore Ravens?
I do. The way Baltimore's playing right now. Fucking rights, I do.
That's a tough road. Okay, this is where you might actually be right on this because their next 2 games. Well, they play the Steelers next, which I think they get smoked. Okay, it's not that bad actually. They play the Steelers, which will be a loss. They'll be brokenhearted about that. They'll beat the Cowboys, then probably lose to the Browns, then beat the Jags. Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I'm calling it right now. Giants beat the Ravens.
I'll put 10 on it.
I can't believe you were betting against your team.
Buddy, that's exactly why I'm gonna be right. I know my team, bro.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I'll bet on it.
Speaking of our teams, your team got fucking embarrassed. That's what I thought you were gonna mention when you said speaking of embarrassment.
Oh no, but yeah, we can get into that too.
Yeah, let's do
it. But yeah, I've been calling we'd be a shit team all year, so I'm not really surprised that we lost. Our secondary is all kids, all brand new people. We have no edge rushers. Hunter's out. We traded Ngakoue. It's tough, man, and like. I've watched a few Dallas games this year, and definitely this was the best their defense played. I know they gave up like 28, but that team actually looked like a team this year.
Andy Dalton actually played good.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns he had. CeeDee Lamb had a ridiculous catch.
Thielen
had a ridiculous catch.
Crazy.
And like Dalvin Cook was going at those guys, and they were jawing at each other. Like they got some real beef there, it seemed. But it was fucking great.
I love
Cousins played phenomenal. Like he's been playing great. It definitely wasn't on him, but yeah, man, it's gonna be a tough year. I already knew it was gonna be a tough year, so I'm not mad when the Vikings lose. I I didn't even give myself this many wins, to be honest. So I'm just upset that we're gonna end up being like 8-8, can't get a good draft pick. That's what pisses me off. So
it's better to be shite than to be mid-level.
well, yeah, because you
In the
don't get
NFL.
that pick, right?
100%.
Now there's a lot of college quarterbacks that are stepped up, so it's not just a 3 quarterback race anymore.
So you guys you're thinking draft a QB.
Well, we're stuck with Kirk Cousins, but
That's what I'm
bring
saying.
someone in under him. We got 1 more year with Kirk. That's fine. Let the guy learn. Kid's
Let him
gotta
develop,
learn, right?
yeah.
So there's the kid from BYU, Zach Wilson. There's Trask from Florida, who's been fucking killing it. Mac Jones.
There's talent, for sure.
And then, there's a lot of guys out there. So there's at least some guys to pick through for sure. So,
I got a question for you.
yeah.
Talking about quarterbacks. What do you think of Brian Flores pulling Tua?
This is why, Tua, you don't fucking say the NFL was easier than I thought it was going to be. When you open your mouth as a rookie and not even 1 game later, you're benched. You know, rooks got to keep their mouth shut.
I agree with that. Do you agree with the benching?
Okay, I kind of do. At first, I was like, yo, you can't do that because you just let him, throw him out there and leave him out to the fire and he's got to learn. But because you're in such a playoff race, and you do want to win every game, he was playing awful. I actually thought when they benched him, he took a sack and I thought he got hurt. And I was just like, fuck, this is like the one thing that worries me with Tua is his injury. I have a bad feeling it's not going to end well with him. I'm just going to put
Injury-wise?
Yeah. But when he got pulled, I thought it was because he injured. That injury looked like it's fucked up his knee or foot or whatever. I'm like, oh, he's hurt. And it was like, no, he ain't hurt. He just got pulled because he's playing shitty. And he hasn't really been lighting it up per se. But
I think
this is also part of the NFL, bro. If you're not doing your job, you get yanked. Just because you're the quarterback, it can happen to you too. And I think it's a good learning lesson. Like
I disagree. I think pulling a young quarterback like that can do things to them. Like pulling a rookie like that, especially at the QB position, can mentally, like, this could be something that he never mentally recovers from.
I don't think so. The coach said after the game he's a starting QB going forward. So
I know, but still, like,
there's no like.
I understand, like, you're trying to win
battle for the job.
I understand, yeah, but you say that, but it's now in his head that I could get pulled if I don't play good. And having that in the back of your mind completely changes the way you play the game.
That's with anybody in the NFL. If you don't play good, you're done. Okay. That's why people get cut after signing big contracts. Like,
okay, you're telling me that if Joe Burrow wasn't playing good, they'd pull him back. No. Same with Chargers QB. He ain't getting.
But Joe Burrow's not in a playoff race.
I know, but it doesn't matter.
Sure, it does.
Dude,
playoffs are fucking huge, bro. If you're not in the playoffs, that's the thing. That's my determining factor. If Miami was in the playoffs, I'd leave 2 out there. But you're not. You want to fight for a playoff spot. You guys haven't been in the playoffs since. When is the last time they played in the playoffs?
I agree. But I agree with the fact that the playoffs are a big factor in that. But I completely disagree with pulling him in the middle of the game. I think sitting down with him post-game and saying, like, look, this is a situation where if you continue to play that way, you will get cut and you will lose your starting job. But not during the middle of a game.
Oh, I got no problem with it.
Yeah, I got a big problem with it. When was the last time that worked well for anybody? Anytime I've ever seen that happen, like the rookie QB's fucked.
I don't know. I have to think about it. I can't think about it right now on the top of my head.
I hope I'm wrong on that because I like Tua, but
I think
this has potential to really mentally get in his head. You take someone who appeared to have absolutely no issues regarding their mentality and confidence, and I think this can cause seeds.
I think it'll be fine.
Hope I'm wrong.
Chiefs Raiders.
Yes. Telling you, my boy Derek Carr, y'all been sleeping on him.
Oh, he played a hell of a game.
100% he did.
Shout out, credit to John Gruden. Comes in there and says, Derek Carr, I'm going to rip up everything you've learned as the starting QB, and we're going to start from scratch. And I think for a lot of players, they'd be like, no, I've already had success in this league. They wouldn't be so open to it. And Derek Carr's like, do what you want. And it's honestly, it's worked out better than I thought it would. I'm a big Gruden fan, but I didn't think he'd be this good of a coach coming off a 10-year layoff. They match up so good with the Chiefs, you know. It just happens that way sometimes.
They match up really good
fucking crazy
with a lot of people, bro.
I would say they're probably would I put them in my top 10? I think I would put them at
100%, dude.
10th-ish. Yeah, I'd put them in the top 10.
100%.
Yeah, yeah. Are they gonna win a playoff game? I don't know about that, but whatever. I think they're fucking Gruden. The way Gruden's got them playing, I think it's dope. Like the Raiders are like the Raiders. They're back, kind of. They got that swagger. That fourth quarter was ridiculous.
I want to see
The way they started the game was ridiculous, trading touchdowns on both their first two drives. Hate seeing the blown coverage on the end by Abrams, leaving Kelsey wide open. Mahomes had no timeouts.
Yeah, the only
that was like I think the second down. Like,
yep, the only teams they've lost to are the Bills, the Patriots is a kind of a rough loss. The Bills, the Bucks, and the Chiefs. And they could have won the Chiefs game. They did get smoked by the Bucks. They were in the Bills game, and they were in that Patriots
that Bucks game. They was close in the third quarter, so they were in it. Just in the end, it got ugly. Mm-hmm. But they were in it for sure, like for over half the game.
And looking at the remaining schedule, they play the Falcons, the Jets, the Chargers, Broncos, Dolphins, and then Colts. So Colts game going to be close. That'll be the real test, but they for sure are getting 4 more wins. So they're going to end the season with 10 wins at least. Who did Gruden coach before?
The Raiders and the Bucks. He won a Super Bowl with the Bucks.
The Bucks won a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
When?
I can't remember the year, but they were fucking mean, man. You had Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks.
2003.
That team was fucking defensively
long time
just
ago.
Crazy, bro. Yeah, so, okay, this is how crazy it is. So when Carr put him up there at the end with a $1.43 left, the live betting, the Chiefs were still favored, even though they were down with a minute.
That's wild.
That's fucking crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life, dude.
That's wild.
And then, of course, fucking 75 seconds to go 75 yards, Kelsey wide open. Carr 275 with 3 touchdowns.
I love Andy Reid's comment. He's like, yeah, end of the game, you give me a minute and a half with Patrick Mahomes. I'm good with it.
It's so true, though, you know. Also, too, did you hear the audibles that they were saying?
James Harden.
Yeah, Chris
Mayo.
Mamba. Like, that was so... And, of course, on the Harden and Mamba...
That's no pass.
Yeah, straight run play. So, that was pretty funny. I thought that was comical. But, yeah, no, they're a good team to watch. The stadium, I think, is dope.
I was going to say, that new stadium is so sick.
Death Star, they call it, I guess. Yeah, that's like the nickname for it. But, yeah, no, they're definitely legit. And we talked about Lamar earlier, the Titans game. Fucking looked horrible, bro.
Yeah, he did not look good.
So, he had 186 yards on 17 of 29. Now, here's the thing. They did good on offense. If you look at their total yards, they had over 500 yards.
Mm-hmm.
But they also turned the ball over 3 times. And when they were in the red zone, they went 1 for 4. So that's never going to win you any games. And you see it every Sunday. Teams load in the middle, daring Lamar to throw outside. And it's just not happening. So I don't know. They've lost their second straight, 3 of their last 4. And Lamar, after the game, says, too, we've had hiccups in the game, but we still have to keep fighting through it. The team looked like they wanted it more than us. I don't really want to hear my QB saying that. I don't know.
I'm okay with it. He's being straight up honest. I'd rather him be honest and upfront about it. Like, he's not saying we play, like, oh, fuck our team. He's saying they wanted it more and we got to want it more. I have nothing. How many players have I heard say that?
But, like, you're going to say you want it more in week 10? Like, you should already want it more, bro. That's what my point is. Or week 11 or whatever.
Clearly, if you're losing 3 of your last 4, you're not wanting it enough. So maybe it's the spark that gets them going. Him being complacent is, like, way worse than him saying we would need to want it more.
Well, I definitely know it ain't going to get no better anytime soon. The fall from grace with these guys has been pretty crazy. Like, yo, that defense last year was so scary. This year, it's nothing, bro. Like, it doesn't... Derrick Henry, what they did at the end there. A.J. Brown bullying his way into the end zone.
No, A.J. Brown's a beast.
I don't know. That defense is nothing like it was last year. And also, shout out to Dez. Came back, made his first 4 catches. So good to see him back.
Yep.
Don't know really how much of a difference he's going to make, but good to see him back, though. Probably like a huge moral victory for that guy, right?
Mm-hmm. Both of our Super Bowl picks are looking pretty shitty at this point.
Yeah, no doubt. Lamar here. So last year and this year, so last year, games with at least 210 passing yards, he had 9. This year, he only has 2.
Games with how many passing yards?
210.
That's it?
That's it. Last year, he had 9. This year, only 2.
That's wild.
Games with at least 60 rushing yards. Last year, he had 12. This year, only 3. And games with at least 3 TDs. Last year, 9. This year, 2. So it's complete drop-off, man.
Yeah, they're not looking good.
And, like, Lamar's obviously got the talent. I just don't know what it is, man. They pretty much beat up on Tennessee on, like, every facet of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Tennessee only had 83 passing yards. Total yards, they only had 300 to Baltimore's 530, like I said. But not coming through in the red zone ain't going to get it done. So, I don't know. They got to play Pittsburgh now, right? Which was supposed to be tomorrow.
Yeah. Here's
both backs are out with COVID. They lost a left tackle already for the year. Yeah, it ain't looking good.
I think they definitely have taken a hit these last couple weeks, but now I'm just like looking at their schedule and I kind of understand it. Like, first week, smoked the Browns. So like they won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They were 5-1 to start the season. Their only loss was to the Chiefs, which every team in the NFL is going to lose to the Chiefs, so that I give a pass. Then you played the Steelers, who are 10-0 now. Then you played the Colts. Then you played the Patriots in absolutely shit weather, and then the Titans. Those Colts, Steelers, Ravens, Colts, Steelers, Titans are all playoff teams and all really good playoff teams. Then the Patriots are playing Bill Belichick in absolutely piss weather and literally a storm. Like, definitely they've had a drop off stats wise, and like that 210 yards per game stat is a wild stat. Like, not only having 2 games with more than 210 is crazy. But I think they'll get smoked by the Steelers, like I said. But then I think it's how they finish the season, because they could pick up 5 wins to end the season. They play the Cowboys, the Jags, the Bengals, the Giants. The one game that's iffy is the Browns. But if they go 5-0 to end the season and get on a hot streak, I think they'll be all right. But if they break after the Steelers game and they're just mentally done, then the season's over.
I think the season's already over.
You think so?
In my opinion, you only get graded off of how you play against the Colts, Titans, and the guys in the playoffs. I don't care how you play against the other teams. That doesn't do nothing for me. So if you can't play good against the good teams, that's all that matters in my eyes.
I agree.
And if you consistently don't play good against the good teams, then I know all I need to know.
I agree. The counter argument to that is in the Steelers game, I think it was like a missed field goal or 2 missed field goals, or maybe I'm thinking the Titans game, because when the Titans played the Steelers. But either way, I know they were competitive. In the Steelers game, it was really close. Could have gone either way. Lamar didn't play great again, but it was close. The Colts game, the Patriots game, again, was close. The Titans game was close. So it's like, I'd have more of an issue with it if they were getting blown out every game, but they've been competitive every game.
Yeah, but you can say that about the Chargers. They're like, what, 2-8? All their losses came within 1 score.
Yeah, 100%. But that's why we're all saying
good teams win those games.
Yeah, we're saying like
that's all. You know?
The Chargers, though, we're saying are like, they're going to be absolutely amazing going forward.
Oh, for sure. Once they get James back and their defensive ends back, fuck yeah. Those guys are going to be killer next year.
Like, you can even make that argument with the Seahawks, right? Like, or even the Steelers, to be honest with you. Like, I think the Steelers, 8 of their 10 games have been within 1 score. Like, like, literally.
I think that's with the Seahawks, too.
Yeah, so literally, like, say half of those games, play goes the other way. All of a sudden, they're not 10-0. They're 6-4, and they're looking real different. Same with the Seahawks, right? Like,
yeah, but they're not though. They're 10-0. Like, they made the plays when it counts. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not willing to sell
either
the
way.
house.
I think that it ends bad for the Ravens this year, real bad.
I'm not willing to completely sell all my Ravens stock yet. I'm getting close, but not quite. I want to see how competitive they are. When is the Steelers game moved to?
Sunday morning, I think now.
Okay.
They took away the best game on Thanksgiving. Those fuckers.
Yep. Yeah, we have to watch a Washington game. Fuck yeah.
And the Colts fucking came back on the Packers. This game was wild.
Yeah, that was a sick game.
First half, Packers dominate. You guys check that shit or what?
No, we're good. I can see the battery.
First half, Packers dominated, up 14 twice. And I got to give it to Phil Rivers. He came back. That defense turned it up. They only had 3 points going forward in second half and OT. The turnovers by the Green Bay Packers killed them, obviously, especially that one in OT. Mm-hmm. Pretty much, obviously, that lost it for him. Valdez Scantling getting all those death threats after.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I can't. I was shocked that Philip Rivers outgunned Aaron Rodgers. Both teams 7-3 now.
Yeah.
Colts play the Titans next, which should be really good. And Packers play Bears on Sunday Night Football, which would be good.
I don't know how I feel about the Colts. Like, they're winning games against good teams, but they don't feel that good to me.
Oh, I think their defense is fucking so sick.
I don't know, man. Like, stats-wise, their defense is dope.
Long as
I don't trust Phillip Rivers, though, man.
I don't either, but long as T.Y. Hilton, and now that Pittman's back healthy, he looks like he's going to be really good. And they got that running back, Hines. I think they're going to be really good going forward. I picked them in the preseason to do really good. And it wasn't looking good there for a little while. But, yeah, it looks like they're going to be solid. Frank Reich's fucking a hell of a coach. But that defense is ridiculous, though.
Yeah, the defense is good. We're already at an hour 10. I want to quickly... You done with the NFL?
Yeah, we could be done with it. Yeah, whatever.
I want to quickly give a shout-out to Jeremy Stevens, who made his he made his debut in Bellator. Local kid, he actually trains at the gym. A couple of my buddies train out of locally here, and he absolutely mauled Buddy in Bellator.
Oh, dope.
When
was the Bellator?
It was on Wednesday, and it was free.
Oh, okay.
And it was sick. They've been doing those like midweek fights. Remember there was that...
I've seen a couple of them, yeah.
Not the Musasi, who's the other guy? In Bellator, that's nuts. Is it Musasi? Or is it UFC?
I can't remember, dog.
Fuck, we literally did this that day. But there was a midweek fight, and they've all been free, and I love it, man. Getting fight. I think it's a smart move by Bellator, like having your own day of the week for fights. It makes sense. Don't compete with the UFC, right?
So what's Buddy's plan going forward, do you know?
He's, I think, 8-1 or 8-2.
Yep.
Pro record. So he's looking really, really good. I know he struggled a bit because he was in UFC. I think he went 1-1 or 1-2 or something.
Yeah.
And they dropped him, and he's been crushing it since. He won all his matches in PFL, and then COVID happened. He was looking like he was going to win the tournament, and then now his first match in Bellator, and he mauled Buddy. So off to the races.
Where are they doing their fights out of?
I have no clue. I know they have their own bubble. Scott Coker called it something weird when it first started. I forget what it was. It's like a COVID galaxy or a COVID something. It was weird.
Okay.
But they got their own version of it.
Did you watch a UFC at all?
No, I didn't. Although I watched the highlights, and that figure 8 finish was sick.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
I want to see him versus Henry Cejudo. I think that'd be such a sick fight.
Yeah, Cejudo keeps beaking. Like, yo, I thought you were retired, bro. Clearly not.
He said, though, like, he wants to come back. The money's just not good enough.
And Dana's going to be like, fuck you, I pay you.
Yeah, right?
So, just out of spite. Like, that's totally how he is.
Like MJ with Muggsy Bogues. Fucking like, midget shoot it, right?
Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah,
I think Henry beats him. I think Henry's just too good. He's too big for him, which is hilarious.
Who beats Figueiredo right now?
Nobody. Dude, there's some fun fights, though. Like TJ Dillashaw coming back, Cody Garbrandt. Like, Henry.
Fuck, I really wish Garbrandt was there, man.
Dude, Henry Cejudo, Cody Garbrandt, Figueiredo, TJ Dillashaw. Like, those four, there's a lot of good fights in those four. Like, a lot of really good fights. So, I don't know. I hope... I
have a feeling we don't see Cejudo.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I just like gut feeling. Yeah,
because he said right off the rip, like already, he's like, I want the Volkanovski fight. They're just not willing to pay me enough. So
yeah, that's how they roll, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
So you think they're always gonna be like, okay, here's more money to someone that hasn't fought in a long time?
I think you look at because you got to get Figueiredo a fight, and I'm sure the pay-per-view for this last fight was less than 200 people. So you're going to have to put him headlining a card again because he's a champ. And so the only person that, in my opinion, could bring eyeballs to that division is Henry Cejudo. So I think they kind of have to. I don't think he's gonna get paid the amount he wants, but I think they're gonna have to offer him kind of meet in the middle because he's the only one who can bring eyes to that division.
Hey, what do you think? What's going on with Ngannou?
What do you mean?
Well, he's fucking guy's not fighting, and he's getting super fucking choked. You like see the tweets and shit? Like
I didn't see the tweets.
And it's true. The guy's never fighting. Nobody.
Yeah.
Just sitting there fucking waiting. What a waste, man.
Yeah.
Like, real talk, dude. Like, start boxing if this is how it's gonna be.
Dude, I'd love to see him box. It'd be so sick.
Just go make your money, man.
Yeah, straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're guy's in his prime, and he's just fucking sitting there waiting. Like, man, what a raw deal. I'm thinking though.
I thought he was gonna fight Stipe. I thought that was the fight. Yeah, but I thought like now that we're talking about it,
how long has he been sitting, and when's that fight? Like, I'm just saying, like that guy's like one of your biggest talents, and you just guy's been on the bench, son.
I wonder if there's something going on with Stipe.
I don't know. It seems always something going on with Stipe.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like,
yeah. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I could be wrong. But
like,
yeah.
If you're a champ, usually if you're healthy, you fight twice a year. That's usually pretty standard. But with Stipe, it feels like he fights once a year, once every 2 years. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Ngannou's getting a raw deal.
Putting out with these fires, son.
Speaking of boxing, quickly, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. is this weekend.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Did you see that? There was rumors going around that the fight was a exhibition. I'm pretty sure we said that here too. The guy who's putting on the fight, I have it on my Instagram. I forget who it is. I forget who the promoter is. Noah just sent this to me today. This is from Ryan Kavanaugh, co-owner of Triller, who is putting on the fight. This is his statement. He said, "We know there's been some false rumors swirling. So to be crystal clear, the WBC is scoring the fight. There could be a knockout and there will be one winner. So it's 100% sanctioned fight. DraftKings is the betting partner and taking bets. The only difference in this fight is the gloves are 12 ounces and there are 8 rounds and the rounds are 2 minutes rather than 3.
Yeah, I heard the 2 minute thing.
But for this entire time, I thought it was just an exhibition match. I thought there was going to be no knockouts.
They were saying even headgear. I remember this clearly.
This fires me up, bro. To see those two guys going at it, Mike Tyson's going to take his head off.
Yeah, I think so.
Straight up, bro.
Yeah. R.I.P. Roy.
Yeah, it's over.
Y'all must have forgot.
Mm-hmm. I think that about covers it. There's no real upcoming fights that are that exciting, to be honest with you. So there's some big announcements, but we can go over them the next week if you want to.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That is our Wednesday episode. Just for those who don't know, we do 2 episodes a week. This one's coming out Wednesday. Actually, Thursday, because I had a school assignment due and my group member fucked off. So we had to bump this a day. You'll be hearing this Thursday. Next episode's on Friday. We'll see you guys then.